Welcome to Nothing Geek TV, guys, and today I'll be comparing Motorola Moto G second generation with HTC Desire 620G smartphone. Now, both of these smartphones were launched in year 2014, Moto G being launched in September 2014, and HTC 620G was launched in December 2014. Both of these phones are currently selling like hotcakes in the market. So actually, I was getting a request from many people as to which phone is better. So, guys, today let's clear out this issue. So, first, let's talk about the design. If you talk about a Moto G smartphone, guys, I got a white piece on in my hand, and the design is really beautiful. The screen occupies most of the area, and since the form factor is small, so it's comfortable operating even with one hand. Uh, the design is good, and it feels like one is holding a premium handset in the hand. Now we come to HTC Desire 620G. Although this phone is thinner than the Motorola Moto G handset, but in terms of designing, it can't match Moto G. I mean, the first thing is both of the phones got a 5-inch HD display, but Moto G got a smaller form factor, so it's comfortable to use. HTC is slightly bigger with its speaker grill present at the bottom. So both these areas occupying a larger space. Moreover, the design of this phone is pretty simple. HTC hasn't done much on it except keeping it sleeker. So device definitely does not feel cheap. However, when we compare it to Moto G wins here in terms of design. Now, guys, when it comes to display, I ran NT2 benchmark on it, and uh, you'll get a clearer picture. Guys, as you can see in resolution part, both the phones got a 720 to 1280 screen resolution, which is basically HD screen resolution, and density is 320 dpi. So I'll also show you the multi-touch test. So guys, Moto G can support 5 touch points, while HTC Desire 620G can support 2 touch at one time. However, that doesn't matter because almost all the times one is using at max 2 fingers to operate the phone. So the display of both the phones is good, is really brilliant, and there are no issues with the display or the viewing angles, and the display is at par. However, the touch of Moto G is slightly better, and it's fun operating Moto G at times because it's like the icons are just on the display. It's like flat icons on the display, but the same thing is not achieved by HTC Desire 620G. Still, I won't be deducting any marks since both the displays are really beautiful. Both are 5-inch HD displays with equal DPI, and while playing games or watching videos, the quality is simply wonderful. So it's a tie here in terms of display. Coming to performance now, guys, again we'll turn to our trusted synthetic benchmark. So as you can see, HTC's Desire 620G clearly outperforms Moto G handset, primarily because it got 8 cores and this Moto G only got 4 cores. So NT2 is giving it a score of 32188, while Moto G manages only 18613. So As you can see, CPU model quad core processor, and it got 4 cores. Yeah, CPU model, MediaTek processor, and cores are 8. So if you're a hardcore gamer, guys, it's not that. Both the phones can handle multitasking, and it's light to heavy to moderate games easily. But if you want to really run a good amount of apps or really heavy games, then HTC Desire 620G is the device you are looking at. Um I'll just show you the amount of free RAM as well, because as of now there are not much apps present on both the phones. I'll just turn down the brightness of HTC because it got white background running. I'll turn to apps. Guys, as you can see, the amount of free RAM on HTC, I hope you can see. Yeah, it's showing around 393 MB free and 560 MB use, and on Moto G, it's 340 MB free and 512 MB used. So there's not much difference in amount of free RAM, as both the phones got 1 GB of RAM. So in when it comes to RAM, the case is pretty similar, but when it comes to sheer power, then HTC Desire 620G scores 1 point above Moto G. Alright, so now let's talk about the camera. Guys, both the phones got 8 megapixel rear camera with a flash, and okay, we'll come to the front facing camera later on. I click some images. You can go to the website nothinggeek.com to check out the full-sized images and compare them yourselves. I'll try to show you the captured images uh, on the video as well. Guys, kindly subscribe if you're liking the video. It would help us stay in touch. So guys, I hope you can see. I just turned down the brightness of HTC. I'll turn it up a bit. So guys, you can see, the detailing is more or less the same in both the phones. We're getting good details of this texture pattern, but the colors which are being produced by HTC are slightly better than that on Moto G handset. Again, let's check out this images of my cricket bat. Guys, like you can see, the detailing and the real life colors are much more vibrant and much more detailed in HTC Desire 620G handset. Yes, I hope you have a better view now. So things are pretty well with the camera of HTC Desire 620G, although the camera Moto G is also nice, but HTC tried to give us not tried, but it gave us better images. Now let's come to an outdoor image which was clicked, and you can clearly see the difference in the detail, guys. zoom it for you. The images clicked by HTC are more detailed and the colors are much better off as compared to Moto G. So when it comes to rear camera, HTC Desire is the winner. However, it was quite surprising. Now let's come to front-facing camera, and the surprising part is that HTC Desire 620G got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, whereas Moto G only got a 2 megapixel front-facing camera. However, I clicked many selfies with it, and Moto G gave us better images than HTC Desire 620G. So we got a 2 megapixel camera of Moto G second generation performing better than a 5 megapixel camera of HTC Desire 620G. Now both the cameras are good, but Moto G's front facing camera is better than HTC Desire 620G. So we again have a tie here because the rear camera of HTC Desire 620G is better and the front facing camera of Moto G second generation is better. Now let's talk about the battery life, guys. The battery on Moto G is 2070 mAh battery. I'll just remove the back plate so you can see that the battery, as you can see, it's covered. We can't remove the battery. And now let's see. So I can just pull it up. I can remove the battery on HTC Desire 620G handset. It's a 2100 mAh battery, while the battery on Moto G is 2070 mAh battery. Now I was a bit not sure when I first started using the phone HTC Desire 620G I'm talking about, because it got 8 cores as compared to 4 cores of uh, Motorola Moto G, and as we saw in the Antutu benchmark, HTC got 32 more than 32,000 score, while Moto G only got 18,000 something. But surprisingly, HTC performed very well in the battery life review. The complete written review is on nothinggeek.com. NOTHIN guys. I repeat, NOTHIN You can also subscribe to our channel if you are liking the video. So now we'll come to the battery life, and both the phones will give you 8.5 to 9 hours of uptime with moderate usage, guys. So there's again a tie, and the competition is drawing very close. It's a tie on a tie after all, and the final thing which we'll be seeing is the software version. Now most of you might be knowing that both the phones operate on Android OS. Now which OS is this? So it's Android version 4.4.2 on HTC Desire 620G, while Moto G is running Android 4.4.4 operating system. So I mean it's both of these belongs to the KitKat family of operating system, but Moto G is running slightly newer version. However, I tested these phones for a few days and there was not any problem. Both the systems are stable. All the tasks ran easily and smoothly. There were no crashes or instability. So the OS is not an issue. Moto G second generation will be soon receiving the Android Lollipop update, whereas it will take some extra time for HTC Desire 620G. However, it's the stability that matters, and eventually both the phones will be getting updated to Android Lollipop. So it's again a tie here. So guys, one area where HTC outperformed Motorola Moto G was the kind of score Antutu gave it. It got 8 cores and it got 4 cores, so this got more processing power than Moto G. And one area where Moto G outperformed is the design and a bit of touch. I must say the design is premium, while this phone got a much simple design, as you can see for yourself. So guys, the verdict is, I mean, no phone was able to defeat the other. Uh, the showdown ended in a tie. So the thing is, if you are looking for a premium handset with a really nice display, and want to save upon and don't want to go beyond 13,000 INR, that are Indian rupees, then you might want to opt for Motorola Moto G. On the other hand, if you also, the form factor is smaller than HTC Desire 620G. On the other hand, if you want a device which can handle any game, like heaviest of the heavy game you throw at it, and still come winner, and you like your device sleek rather than being a bit uh, too thick, then you can go for HTC Desire 620G smartphone, guys. I'll rate both the phones equally. There are no distinguish. I mean, obviously we did all this to distinguish the phones, but it all ended up in a tie. So in the end, it's your choice. Both the phones are good. Raw horsepower, simple design, HTC 620G, a better touch, and a premium looking handset, Motorola Moto G. It's your call, guys. If you like the video, kindly subscribe. I'll be coming out with more reviews and more comparison between various latest devices. For that, you need to stay connected with me and subscribe to me, guys. And